Just an extremely embarrassing performance tonight by the Alabama Crimson Tide, losing to Georgia 28-7. The offense could get absolutely nothing going in this game tonight. Overall, I think the turnovers really hurt you in this game. We're going to have our full instant reaction here on today's show, but I'll be completely honest with you guys. I'm pretty pissed because the one thing Alabama had to do to really lock up a spot in the college football playoffs was at least keep this game close, and they could not do that. We will have a video tomorrow if Alabama gets into the college football playoffs, and even if they don't get into the college football playoffs, we will have a video for you guys tomorrow. We might even be live. Not exactly sure what the plan is for that. I've got to be over on our Bengals channel tomorrow. So either way, the video is going to be from Tom Downey, but there might be a chance that he will also do a dual stream here for the college football playoff rankings. So if you're not subscribed right here to the Alabama Football Report, make sure you are. Join the community here. We'll keep you updated on all things Crimson Tide news. Takeaway number one from this game tonight, you got absolutely dominated just all the way here from Georgia here tonight. Really, the disappointing thing was you couldn't get anything going in the passing game whatsoever. You got dominated in the time of possession. You got dominated in the run game. Only -2 yards on the ground is insane. I didn't think that could even be a possibility. I understand that, your top two rushers, on the season were out for this game in Jam Miller, but I really had more confidence in Daniel Hill to be able to run the ball a little bit better than they were able to do in this game. We'll touch on the run game a little bit more here, but man, just right now, where you're sitting in the college football playoff rankings, you're at number 9. Really, the on-the-bubble teams are Alabama, Notre Dame, Miami. If Duke ends up winning this game tonight against Virginia, you might be on the outside looking into the college football playoffs. I genuinely just have no clue what the college football playoff committee is going to end up doing here. If Alabama's going to be on the outside looking in, or if they're going to take the fact that Alabama was the number 1 team coming into this game. But like I said a second ago, you just had to make this game close to really lock up a spot, and you just were not able to do that tonight. So I want to hear from you guys down at the pinned comment of today's video. Let me know your predictions. Will Alabama make it into this year's college football playoffs? Not if you think they deserve it or not, just straight up, will they make it? Type Y for yes or N for no down at the pinned comment of today's video. All right, takeaway number 2, the turnovers early on really did hurt Alabama. It was kind of on from there for the Georgia Bulldogs. That includes the punt block at the beginning of the game as well. It was kind of a high snap, but at the end of the day, Blake Dowd got to get that ball away just a little bit quicker, was kind of just lollygagging, getting it away there. It sets Georgia up at like the 12-yard line or something like that. They were able to punch it in for an early touchdown there, and then Ty Simpson ends up throwing another interception in this game. Yeah, it was tipped, but still, even if it wasn't tipped, if the ball was right on the money, a different guy probably still would have intercepted it there. So turnovers really did hurt you early on in this game. We'll talk about Ty Simpson a little bit later on as well, but he actually, you know what, we'll go ahead and do it right now. Ty Simpson just was not good yet again in this game. It's kind of crazy to see the regression of Ty Simpson so far this season. Just really was bad all the way around here tonight, was 19 of 39. Now, I will give Georgia's defense some credit as well. It wasn't just straight up Ty Simpson being bad. Georgia's defense was absolutely locking up Alabama's wide receivers here tonight. You could see him going through different progressions, and then, you only got so long until that pressure gets to you. Georgia brought a lot of pressure here tonight, and there was a lot of checkdowns, and look, just overall, I think we have to give more of a shout out to Georgia's defense just being dominant in this game. Yes, Ty Simpson was not good. Ryan Williams dropped another touchdown pass. Germie Bernard dropped another touchdown pass, or I say a touchdown pass, not another touchdown pass. So that certainly didn't help you at all. But man, your leader, Ty Simpson, just was defrazzled tonight, was seeing ghosts tonight. Just was not good overall, and it really is disappointing to see the regression, weeks, 1 through 6 probably, 1 through 7, 8, something like that. Ty Simpson was looking like one of the best quarterbacks in the country, and past couple of weeks just has not been able to, get it going here for Alabama. All right, we'll continue here in just a second, but first we want to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's show, Prize Picks. It's a holiday season, best time of the year for sports. You got bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, all happening at once, while you and I are out here making decisions every single day. What gifts to buy, what to eat, which games to watch. There's only one place where it feels good to be right, and my friends, that is on Prize Picks. By the way, they have a new feature on Prize Picks. They offer early payouts now. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash in those winnings before the game even finishes. This is one of the two Prize Picks lineups that we went with here tonight. Did not end up hitting, unfortunately, there. Went with Gunnar Stockton, more than a half passing touchdown. I believe he ended up with 3 passing touchdowns in this game here tonight. And I thought Ty Simpson was going to be able to do better than he did tonight. Was still, even late in the game, if Germie Bernard catches that touchdown pass, I get it was tipped, but still went right off the script A, right on the center of his chest right there, because, yet again, Alabama's receivers trying to catch with their body instead of their hands. Went with Ty Simpson, more than 1.5 passing touchdowns. That one, unfortunately, did not hit. One thing I love about Prize Picks, how straightforward it is. You don't have to, spend a lot of time trying to calculate my payouts. Prize Picks makes it easy with their payout multipliers, whether it's just a simple 3x or as big as 2,000x. Prize Picks makes it easy to understand how much I can win. So download the Prize Picks app today and use promo code CLNS to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's promo code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That link, by the way, is going to be down in the comments section and the description of today's video. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. All right, takeaway number 3 tonight. You had absolutely zero run game. I really did not think it could be this bad, but it was this bad. Alabama ended this ball game tonight with, I believe it was -3 total net rushing yards. And what's really unfortunate about it as well is the fact that Ryan Grubb just completely went away from the run game early. I get it, you went down early, but still, you completely abandoned the run in this game. Daniel Hill had 4 carries for 11 yards. Your 2 running backs that played in this game had a total of 7 touches on the ground. For 21 total yards. That's not good at all. And, credit again to Georgia's offensive line, or to their defensive line. They did do a really good job, not trying to take anything away from them on that front, but still, just another game here from Ryan Grubb where he just totally abandons the run. Ty Simpson was sacked a couple of times in this game, so he had 6 carries for -28 yards. There was even another play where I don't know if it was miscommunication or what with A.K. Deer in the game there. Ty Simpson goes to hand him the ball. A.K. Deer just completely goes right, and Ty doesn't know what to do. He runs left and just totally slides down there. Just a lot of that end up happening here tonight. Alabama was absolutely frazzled all the way around in this game today, and it's unfortunate because, I get it. Your 2 running backs, Jam Miller and Kevin Riley, were out for this game today, but I thought they'd play a little bit better than what they did today. But like I said a second ago, your running backs only had 7 carries tonight for a total of 21 yards. Ryan Grubb just, again, goes away from the run early in this game. So you guys can grade Alabama A, B, C, D, or F down inside the comment section. I'm giving it an F all the way around. You got totally just absolute dominated in this game tonight. By the way, Alabama on 3rd downs today. We talked about the fact that they were so good in the first go around. They were 3 for 14 on 3rd downs tonight. That is not good. Not good at all. So grade Alabama A, B, C, D, or F. Takeaway number 4, I tried to find something that was kind of positive, I guess. I didn't think the defense really played all that bad tonight. When you talk about the turnovers, Georgia being set up, the fact that you just could not, do anything with the football. The defense was on the field all night long. I think Georgia had the ball for, 36, almost 37 minutes in this game. Overall, I didn't think the defense really played that bad. Now, they didn't, get a turnover for you. Okay. Gunnar Stockton was efficient. He was checking the ball down a lot. He was making all the right plays. Only had 156 passing yards tonight. Did have 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Nate Frazier had 52 rushing yards here tonight. And Chauncey Bowens only had 4 carries for 23 yards here tonight. I believe Gunnar Stockton might have been, okay, he was their number 2 rusher tonight, 13 carries for 39 yards. Overall, I didn't really think the defense played bad enough to, lose as bad as, the scoreboard indicates there. 28 points given up. Just overall, the amount of time that they were on the field just did not help anybody. Takeaway number 5 here, and this might piss some people off, but I don't really care. This is just genuinely how I feel. Stop the Fire DeBoer takes. It really is genuinely ridiculous. He is in his second year of, into his tenure here at Alabama. He made it to the SEC championship game in his second year. Yeah, you got absolutely your asses beat tonight, and 28-7, that's on the coaching staff. Sure, you can take all that into account there, but I genuinely think the fire Kaleb Edwards in year 2 takes are absolutely ridiculous. You look at the past 2 years of their recruiting class, you got to let him get, his players into that fit his system in here. And like I said, you go back, I get it. The situation's different. Nick Saban took over, a pretty abysmal team. And was able to make the SEC championship in year 2, did end up losing. Kaleb Edwards, I don't think anybody would have thought after the loss to Florida State that Alabama was going to be the top seed in the SEC and make it to the SEC championship game. They won 4 straight games against top 25 teams. You can be pissed. That's totally fine. I'm pissed too. But I genuinely think the fire Kaleb Edwards takes are just downright ridiculous.